I'm switching it up on you. It's a stove. I got the stove from my scrapper, and as you can tell, it is not the best looking thing, but we're gonna get it nice and shiny like a baby's hiney. Now, when things come into the shop, I have no idea what's wrong with it other than this thing is fugly, but I'm gonna plug it in and test it just to see what's going on. If you don't know how to hook up a stove, you can check this video out, or I have another one I just uploaded that you can watch as well. So now that I got the cord in, I'll put all the burners on and see if there's any that are broken. Cut them things on high with my temp gun, 320 degrees, pretty hot. I use science to test this one with my hand, and the one that's smoking, I don't really need the temp gun to tell me, but I'm gonna check it anyway. 600 degrees is hotter than the neighbor, so I move on to the next. Turn off all the burners and cut on the oven. Usually that's the main culprit on these stoves, but on this one, obviously it was the back left burner. Temp gun says it's 180 degrees. So I come back and check it a minute later, and it's obviously pretty hot. So I'm gonna go back to the problem child, which is the back left burner. And I have this fancy tool called a sniffer, and I'm gonna turn it on, and it's gonna tell me if there's voltage coming to the burner. I have the dial turned to on, and you can see it's not turning red, so there's no voltage. So I know it's not getting voltage at the source, but just to be careful and cautious, I'm gonna test the element. And as you can tell, this one tests good. Just remember, OL is bad, and a low number reading, usually under 30, is good. So now that we know where our problem is, we'll spin the oven around and take the back panel off to get access to this dial, which is called an infinite switch. Why is it called that, you may ask? I do not know, I answer. I just know we gotta change it, so that's what we're doing. Guys, we have 8,000 subscribers on both TikTok and YouTube, which puts us at just over 16,000 subscribers in total. That is a crazy number, and I appreciate the love and support. If you liked the video, make sure to like and follow. It is greatly appreciated. Anyway, back to the video. So now I've got the infinite switch changed out. I'll spin the oven around just to test it. And now it's time for my least favorite part, the cleaning. If you can't tell from most of my videos, I halfway clean washer and dryers. I really hate cleaning ovens. It's people's food. And some people are so ugh. I pulled 2 whole pieces out of this oven. It was from a vacant apartment, and God knows how long they were there. I was able to pull them out before they congealed to the side of the oven, but sometimes I am not so lucky. That's why most of the stuff that I work on is washer and dryers, because refrigerators and stoves can get real nasty real fast. This is sped up like 10x, but I think all in all I had like 30 minutes of cleaning. Took me 5 minutes to fix it, but I digress. Once I finish cleaning it, I know I'm gonna have to paint it. I like painting a lot more than cleaning, and this thing has quite a bit to clean. The spot where the logo was the logo was completely gone, and it was full of rust. So my weapon of choice is obviously a wire wheel. So once I got most of the rust off of that, time to start painting it. Doesn't look that great on the camera, but I swear to you, it came out better than it looks. And you're probably like, oh, why are you painting the glass? Psych. It's embarrassing you thought I was gonna leave it like that. It's so satisfying to use the razor blade to get it off. Once I finally do get it off, it looks a lot better. Now, it's time to put the logo on. The logo, while it is not perfect, it's definitely better than not having a logo. But for the piece de resistance, I'm about to upgrade it like Beyonce. New burners and drip pans. That's what makes the oven, baby. And if you don't believe me, this is what the oven looked like before we started with no drip pans. And you can see how much better it looks with drip pans. It almost looks brand new. So we found it for 20, fixed it up for 60, and we're gonna sell it for 300. And you thought Jeff Bezos was killing it?